All right, let's dive into something that every single one of us has to deal with. It's one of the toughest parts of being human, really. We're going to talk about pain, but we're not just going to talk about it. We're going to flip the script and look at it in a whole new way.
So let me ask you straight up, what's the point of pain? I mean, for most of us, it feels like this giant blinking stop sign, right? It's a signal that something's wrong, something we need to get away from or fix or just numb as fast as we possibly can. It's basically an intruder we never invited.
But what if we've been looking at this whole thing backwards? What if pain isn't actually the end of the road? What if it's the raw material, the starting block for something new? Now that is the powerful idea we are going to unpack today.
To really get this, our journey has to start with just being honest. We have to begin right where we are, with the reality of what this experience actually feels like.
Because let's be totally clear about something. Going through a hard time, feeling pain, it's not a sign that you're broken. It's a sign that you're human. Pain, whether it's physical, emotional, whatever, it's woven into the fabric of every single human story out there. That includes yours. And just admitting that, just acknowledging that simple truth, well, that's the first step to changing your whole relationship with it.
Okay, so we've set our starting point. We all get it. But where are we headed? Where does this path actually lead? Well, it leads to this incredible promise of transformation.
And here it is. This is the absolute core of what we're talking about today. Someday your pain will become the source of your strength. Now listen, that's not just some nice fluffy sentiment. It's a real statement of potential. It's saying that the very thing that is hurting you right now holds the seeds of your future power.
So how in the world do we get there? I mean, this kind of transformation, it doesn't just happen. You don't just sit back and wait for it. It takes real action. It's a conscious path forward. And we can break it down into 3 brave, essential steps.
All right, let's get into the how. The path is laid out for us. Face it, brave it, and believe it. These sound simple, right? But man, each one of these holds a whole world of courage. So let's make this real.
Okay, first, you gotta face it. This is the bedrock. Think about someone who just lost a job they poured their heart into. Facing it means they finally stop saying, "Oh, I'm fine," and just admit, even if it's only to themselves, "This sucks. I feel totally lost." You have to stop running, stop distracting yourself, and just look the struggle right in the eye. Real change can't even start until we just admit what's real.
Next up, you brave it. And let's be clear, bravery's not about being fearless. No way. It's about being scared to death and taking a step anyway. So for that person who lost their job, braving it isn't some big heroic moment. It's the small stuff. It's the day in, day out grind of updating their resume when all they want to do is give up. It's making just one phone call. It's literally just putting one foot in front of the other, even when they have no idea how much farther they can actually go.
But all of that facing and braving, it needs fuel. And that fuel is belief. To believe it is to just hold on tight to the idea that this journey actually has a destination. It's our person whispering to themselves, "This isn't forever. I still have value. I will find something new." It's this deep internal commitment that you are going to make it through, even when there's no outside proof. That belief, it's the engine that drives the whole thing.
So what happens when you actually walk this path? When you face it, and you brave it, and you believe it? Well, you arrive somewhere new. A place where your strength has literally been reforged.
And you can see the metamorphosis right here. What started out as this crushing burden, this weight that held you down and told you what you couldn't do, it gets completely transformed. Through this process, that exact same pain is reshaped into a foundation. It becomes a platform of experience and empathy and resilience that you can now stand on. The very thing that made you feel weak becomes the source of your strength. I mean, this is the ultimate alchemy, right? Your strength isn't something you find by dodging pain. It is something you build directly from it. The cracks and the fractures from your struggles, they don't just heal. They get filled in with something even stronger. They become the bedrock of who you are.
Which brings us to the final thought. Once this transformation happens, once your pain has truly become your power, the whole focus shifts. It's not about survival anymore. It's about purpose. The story is no longer about what happened to you. It's about what you choose to do next. So really, the only question left is, what will you build with your strength?